So welcome everyone to our health and lifestyle event. My name's Lee. I'm just going to pop everyone on mute for a second. So tonight you're going to hear some great stories from real people, and I love all these amazing results that everybody's getting. So, we're going to talk about how we're able to create some flexibility in our life, and also how we're able to create an impact with our health, and also create some purpose in what we're doing and saying yes to more family choices as well. So thanks so much for joining us on our event tonight. We're going to try and keep it really short and under 30 minutes. So for anyone that's watching on your lunch break, you'll be able to have a look. So one of my favorite parts of this business is all of these amazing mums and people that I've been able to meet over the past 2 years. And, we get to choose who we want to work with. I get to choose the hours that I work, and I'm also able to now fit it in around my kids as well. So I'm going to hand it over tonight to this gorgeous mama who's zooming in from Melbourne. So Sarah is a mum of 3 boys, and she's going to talk us through the products and the program. Here you go, Sarah.
Oh, that's me. Hello, everyone. Okay, so yep, my name's Sarah, and I've been in the business and on the product for 11 months now. Wow, that's amazing. And yeah, I have absolutely fallen in love with the products, and I'd love to share with you about them tonight. So if you haven't seen the products before, this is what they are. So they are literally 30 serves of fruit and veg in a vegan capsule, okay? And we have our fruit, our veggie, and our berry. And what they are is, the amazing thing about this is that they are especially grown for our company. They are left on their vines to ripen to their peak state of nutrients. Unlike the stuff that we've got access to in our supermarkets, which are picked while they're still green and put into cool storage for Lord knows how long. These babies are popped into massive blenders, and it's absolutely everything. So skins, pips, stalks, everything go in there. They get blended up, and then what happens is they take the sugar and they take the water out, and what's left is this amazing powder of live nutrients. So phytonutrients, which is really cool. And then in a zero oxygen environment, they're encapsulated. And the reason why this is really important is because if you've ever had some of the, the amazing superfoods like spirulina, which I absolutely love, it's amazing, but when it comes in a little bag with one of the little, the little zip tie things, it's always amazing when you start it, and a lot of people say halfway through the pack, they're like, oh, it's not really working for me anymore. If you actually open it and have a little look, it starts to change color a little bit, and that's because it's oxidizing and it's losing all of its live nutrients. Because, yeah, absolutely, the air's getting to it. So because these babies are in their little vegan capsules, that doesn't happen to it. So all these nutrients stay live, which is really exciting. The other cool thing is that if you've ever had a multivitamin, I know that we all have, and when we take a multivitamin, we get what's called the disco wee. And you'll notice the reason why we get that is because multivitamins are synthetic, okay? And our body can't process all of the synthetic components. So what happens is we just literally pay good money and then we're whizzing it down the toilet. So that doesn't happen with these babies because it's just food, okay? So even the capsule is food as well. So when you take it, it's what they call bioavailable, which means as soon as we take it, it goes into our bloodstream within 7 minutes. How amazing is that? So no disco wee. So we're actually getting all of the nutrients into our body straight away. The other cool thing is that the label on here is actually a food label. You won't be able to see it because I've got horrible glare, sorry. But it's actually a food label because that's all it is. It's just food. So you don't actually need to be a scientist to read the label. You can actually understand it. And there's no scary warnings on here. So a lot of the supplements that I used to take, they would say, not suitable for breastfeeding mothers, not suitable if you're pregnant, if your child consumes, so much, please seek medical advice. Nothing scary like that. And I don't know about you guys, but if it's not okay for a pregnant or a breastfeeding mum to take, then why is it okay for me to take? So that's what I love. It's just basically, it's food. And we all know that we really should be eating, well, it's supposed to be 9 to 12 serves of fruit and veg. I eat really healthy, and there is no way I eat anywhere near 9 to 12 serves. So what these babies do is they bridge the gap between what we should eat and what we do eat, okay? So we know that 365 days a year, we're getting all of this goodness into our bodies. So it's like our little insurance policy, right? So that's really exciting. And look, there are so many studies on this product. It is actually one of the most researched products in the world. If you are a science person and you love to read all the nitty-gritty, please reach out to the person that's invited you today, and they can definitely send you to read all the science behind it. Okay. But yeah, the company that we have is actually called the Company with a Heart, and the reason being is because we have this amazing product. Okay, and these are our fruit and veggie chews, which I love. I eat way too many of them, and I get told off by my husband all the time that they're meant to be for the kids. Although they are for big kids as well. If they don't like swallowing capsules, they can have them in chewable form as well. So if you have an adult in your household, you can actually sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and 18 for absolutely free up to 4 years. How cool is that? Even if your child is 17 and 8 months, they can still have the chews or the capsule version of the fruit and veg for up to 4 years. So we have over 1 million kids participating in the Free Child Health Study at the moment. And all of the research that's coming back, it is so amazing. So the kids are drinking more water. They're, having less days off school. They are open to trying more fruits and veg. And this is what happens with us as well. When you're flooding your body with this much, amazing nutrients, it's like attracts like. So your body starts to crave more fruits and veg, and it doesn't actually like the sugary, fatty stuff so much anymore, which is really good. Yay! And it's awesome for our kids. Anybody, I was going to try and get through that without snorting, didn't happen. So anybody that has kids, we know that it's really hard to get our kids to eat veggies. And certainly, there might be a few favourites that they eat. Broccoli, cool, not kids. Peas, beans, corn, potato. So there might be a favourite 5 or 6 maybe that tends to get rotated, but we're certainly not eating a rainbow of colours, which is what we're supposed to be getting all of our, amazing nutrients into us. So it is actually, getting the kids to try more things. It's changing their palates, which I've definitely noticed with my kids, which is so good. Yeah, so less sick days off school. Like in Melbourne, you guys in Queensland, you just don't get it. We have had the most terrible winter down here in Melbourne, and my kids have managed to get through without 1 sick day. I've got 1 in kinder and 1 in daycare and 1 in school. So that is phenomenal for us. So, and my husband and I haven't had any sick days either. So, and that's because our immune systems are so boosted through these products, and we're getting rid of all the inflammation in our bodies. I mean, how exciting is that? It's so simple, and it really does make sense. So that's these babies. We also have our omegas. Yay, plant-based omegas. So everybody knows how, how important omegas are for us. Our skin, our eyes, our brain, our muscles, they are really, really important for us. But a lot of people don't like to take omegas because they're worried about, the pollutions in the water and the mercury with the fish. But now we have a solution. So these are amazing. These are going straight to the source. So rather than getting the beautiful omegas from our fish, we are going straight to the source. So we have beautiful, beautiful farm-grown algae where we get the omegas from. We also get omegas from, pomegranate seeds, raspberry seeds, sunflower seeds. So amazing. And they are also encapsulated as well in a vegan capsule. These ones I've got one too. How cool is that? And they actually taste good. So there's no fishy aftertaste. Yay! Not a fan of that. So yeah, these are amazing. So we only have 1 more product. We don't have a whole, catalogue of products. We just have amazing products. We keep it simple, right? And these are the last ones. I love these too. Okay, so these are our complete powders. I can't really see that, sorry about the glare. So don't be fooled by these little sachets. Everybody sees them and they go, oh, it's a meal replacement. No, it's not a meal replacement, okay? So these guys are a complete breakdown of what we need to keep our bodies going, okay? So these guys, if you think about these guys being the petrol to get us running, and these guys are the oil. So without either one of these, our bodies aren't going to run at an optimum level, okay? So talking about, you know, what we need to do to fuel our bodies, especially to lose weight, we really should be having between 5 and 6 meals a day. And I know that especially busy mums, they struggle to have 2 meals, and some people just have 1 good meal a day and then just, you know, kind of just grab what they can on the run. All right, so we're certainly not eating every 2 to 3 hours, which is what we should be doing. And when we don't do that, what tends to happen is our metabolism will dip, our blood sugars will dip. That's where we run into the problem of the hangries, unfortunately. Everybody knows about them. My kids certainly know about them, unfortunately. But that's where these come into it, okay? So these are GMO-free. They are, they're gluten-free, they're dairy-free, and they are plant-based once again. So our bodies love them and they recognize everything that is in there. So it's so much easier to digest. So if you can't see a meal coming in the next 2 to 3 hours, have one of these babies. You can mix it with water when you're on the run in a shaker. I've even just tipped it into a normal water bottle and shook it up, and that was it. So what that's going to do, it's going to boost your metabolism, it's going to even out your blood sugar, and it has thiamine in it, which is, oh, it's amazing. So that's a natural mood enhancer, and that's why my kids love that I take these, because it gets rid of the cranky mum. Especially around that sort of 3, 4 o'clock mark when you've got to do school pickup and you're trying to get dinner ready, and oh my God, everybody wants something from you. So this is just going to help you get through the day, okay? And once again, no warning signs on these, so they are completely safe for your kids as well. They can have a yummy little chocolate milkshake after school, and it helps to even them out as well. So the only other thing that we have is our guide, which is the Juicy Body Transformation. And this is over, got to be close to 300 recipes, family friendly, and they are super easy. Seriously, if I can cook them, anyone can cook them, and I'm not the best in the world. But yeah, so it's a lifestyle guide. So this is absolutely no deprivation. There's even chocolate recipes in there, and these is just something to help you make that one simple change to have a healthier and happier life. Okay, that's it from me.
Let me unmute. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks so much for sharing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have the product come to life with a few stories. And Tamara is a mama. She's up in Townsville, and she's going to share her story. I'll just pop you on the spotlight. There you go, babe. Over to you.
Hi everybody. All right, so basically the products came into my life at a pretty bad stage. I was after 12 months of having some severe tests done, like MRIs and CT scans for some sort of weakness and numbness in the body. I was getting constant migraines, and as Lee's just mentioned, I'm a mum. I've got 2 young kids. So basically, if I would try to do any sort of exercise or even just get through the day, I would end up with severe migraines, which would then actually hospitalise me. So, and as everyone knows, if you're a mum or even just a busy woman, you can't afford to be sort of bedridden. So when the products came into my life, I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. The doctors couldn't give me any answers. They said I could just have to change my diet. So I thought, well, why after 30 years would I need to change my diet? So I thought I'll give Juice Plus a go. It sounded amazing. I love the fact that it was safe for my kids. And yeah, I've been on the products now 6 months. I've had nil migraine since being on the products. The JBT guide is a great support as well for my family and just our diet as well, as the doctors prescribed for me to do. And I'm just got full of energy. I'm sleeping better. I'm a happy mum, so my kids are happier, and I basically wouldn't be without my products. It's just amazing what they've done for us and my family. So that's me.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Tamara. It's such a great story. And we're going to pass it over now to Katie. Katie's a mama of Joel. She's got one son and she's down in Melbourne. So do you want to share a little bit about your journey with you and Joel?
Yeah, sure. So we've been on the products for about, I think, 14 months now. We got onto them mainly for my son because he has got cystic fibrosis. So for people who don't know what that is, it is a disease that affects all your internal organs, your lungs, digestive system, your pancreas, your liver. And he's 7 years old, but he's been, before we got onto Juice Plus, he was pretty sick. So he spent a lot of time in and out of hospital. A common cold can land him in hospital for 2 weeks on IVs. He had chronic sinus disease with it. And he was doing about 3 hours a day of machines and nebulizers and just anything to help him breathe properly. His lung function was low and his liver levels were high, and I tried everything. I'd been to naturopaths. I would sit here at night, looking into the science and anything I could do to help him, but he was just constantly getting sick. So I was a skeptic. I know Lee was coming at me to have them for about 8 months before I even said yes. But I got to the point where I was desperate, and I wish now I'd done it when she first asked. Since we've been on them, he's only had 2 admissions into hospital, which is insane for him, especially as Sarah said, with the winter that we've had down here. He's just doing amazing. His treatments have now gone from 3 hours a day to half an hour a day. He's not missing out on school. He's able to go and have play dates. Just his entire life has completely changed. From a year and a half ago. And his sinus, he doesn't even have really sinus disease anymore. So I was flushing his nose out 5 times a day. And I've not flushed it out now for over 8 months. So it's just reduced all the inflammation and the mucus in his body. And by doing that as well, now he'll eat. So he wasn't eating and was going to be peg fed. And now he will eat anything and everything. And he's now in the top 95th percentile for his weight as well. So that's been taken off the table. So just huge, huge differences. And I had no idea how powerful nutrition really is, and definitely it's the best thing that we've ever done. So we'd never go a day without it again. Thanks, Lee.
Thanks, Katie. Such an amazing story of all the immunity that comes up with this, to get them healthy. It's amazing. Thank you. So, guys, as you can see, this product affects everybody so differently, and your body just takes from it what nutrition it needs to repair. And look, I've been with the company now for nearly 2 years, and I love that I've been able to find this amazing product and share it with people that I know, and to also share it out there on social media as well. So we're going to switch gears a little bit and share this amazing, incredible opportunity that we have with the business. And we've got a couple of new mums that are launching their businesses tonight. So I'm going to get you guys on. So first, I'll unmute Skye. Oh. On there. Hey, Skye, how are you?
Hi everyone.
Hey. Now, can you let us know just what's attracted you to doing the business and what are you excited about for the future?
Yeah, sure. So I started on the products. I saw a post on Facebook. I was looking for more energy, more nutrition, just a healthier lifestyle. I've got 2 young boys. And the youngest is only 3.5 months. So being a new mum, I wanted to be, just have more energy and be more active. And because I've got a 6-year-old as well. So I wanted to be able to do more things with him. So I started on the products and I just absolutely loved them. What I love so much about them is that they are all natural. I'm studying a Bachelor of Nutrition, so it's a passion of mine, to basically give the body what we're supposed to, without the synthetics or the chemicals or any of the nasty stuff. And so once being on the product for a couple of months, I was just amazed, and I messaged Michelle Kellner, and said, love it, it's amazing. How do I do it? How can I do this business? I'm starting a Bachelor of Nutrition. My whole the whole plan, my goal is to help other people be healthier and have better lifestyles, and and just enjoy that higher quality of life that's out there, and not be sick all the time, and have all these problems that people have. So being on these products, I just loved it so much. I thought I can incorporate the business into my studies. And then when I'm qualified to be a nutritionist, I've already got these amazing products that I can suggest to people. So that's why I'm doing it.
It's amazing. And I love your passion for it. It's so great to see. So welcome to the team.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, awesome. So I'm going to pass it over now to Jacki.
Hi.
Spotlight. Hi. Would you like to share with us what got you interested in starting the business and what you're excited about?
So I had followed Katie for about a year and I was skeptical. So I'd follow it for a little bit, have a little look, and then put it aside again and think, no, not for me. And I guess I just wasn't ready. I jumped on about 8 weeks ago now and said to Katie, I don't want to sell nothing. Don't sign me up for nothing. I'm just coming along for the ride. I want to get my health on track. And yeah, pretty much jumped on. I've to date lost 8 kilos in the last 8 weeks, and 30 centimeters off. I just kind of have so much energy. So just started talking to girlfriends, telling them all about how I was feeling, all the weight loss, things like that. And they all wanted to jump on as well. And yeah, I feel so good that I just want to share it with absolutely everyone. And am along for the ride now, just to be able to share it. It's not really about the business side of things. I guess that's a bonus. If I get some mummy play money, that's great. But ultimately about my health and learning how to cook clean, whole foods for my family. So yeah, here I am.
So good. I love seeing all these amazing results from you girls. It's awesome. So welcome, Jacki. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
Pop it back over here. Awesome. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over some of the potential misconceptions that people have when they first start looking at this. You know, I was super skeptical when I first started. I think it took me nearly 2 months to have a look at this. And I thought, my goodness, I work from my garage. I don't know anybody. I don't, really know how to sell stuff to people. And I didn't really want to rope in all of my friends. And what I found was that you really don't need to do that. So Katie's going to share with us a little bit about how it compares to traditional business. Okay, babe.
Hello. So yeah, I'm just gonna sort of give you a bit of an overview about how we run our business as opposed to a traditional business. Okay, so you can all see. So this is really how a traditional business is set up. So you've got the CEO at the top. Now the CEO is usually earning a lot of money, pretty comfortable, but also really stressed out because they have to oversee everyone in the business. Now if you're thinking of somewhere like Woolies, so there's a lot of people in this business. Okay. Now there's levels in a traditional business. So say Woolies, for example, you've got the checkout chicks that are here. You've got, you may have the store manager, the general manager, the regional manager, and it goes up. Okay, what happens is these checkout chicks, for one, if they wanted to become the CEO, it's probably never going to happen, unfortunately. And they're they're overworked, underpaid, and even if they wanted to get a position, in one of these other levels, what they have to do is they have to go against their work colleagues or their mates. Okay, there's usually only one position available at a time, so it just becomes a real dog-eat-dog world, and it's just wouldn't be a very very nice environment to work in. Okay, how we work it is we have it like this. Okay, and we've got very much the same. So we've got the same like a CEO, except ours is called a national marketing director. Okay, and we all start out down here as well, like the checkout chicks. We're just called virtual franchisees. The difference with us is that every single one of us, there's unlimited, uncapped opportunities for us to become the national marketing director. Okay, anyone can do it. And we have the same, we have levels as well. But how we get to our different levels is we link arms with each other. So if you're helping other people to get to their levels, you're also going to be helping yourself. Okay, so it's a fun environment. It's an awesome culture to be around. It's awesome. Like I've met so many people doing this business that I would never have met in my life. Okay, so it just makes working fun. And then, so what the other difference is for us to start our own business and literally be able to do it from our phones anywhere we want, okay, it costs $165. If you were to buy even, say, a gym, it's going to cost you about $180,000. And it's just, you know, even when they go, you know, if you're owning a business, a traditional business, even when you do go on holidays, you always, you know, you've got all these overheads, you've got employees, you've got to make sure everything's running. So they're always quite stressed regardless where they are. Okay. So with ours, you can literally, like, even on the weekend I was away, I just had my phone, so I knew I could still do stuff, and it just makes it so much easier. That's it, Lee.
Katie. Thanks, Katie. I didn't unmute myself then. Put myself back over here. So, you know, as we were talking about before, I always thought that I'd need to know a lot of people to be able to do this business. And, you know, really you don't. Just going to move my screen around. You know, when I first started and I looked at this, it was nearly 2 years ago now. There was just me. I was introduced by a guy called Lorian at the gym. And I was really looking for, you know, some extra energy. I was that rundown mum that wasn't sleeping very well. And it just made sense to me. And I'm a beauty therapist, so I saw this as a way that I would be able to reach out to family and friends and clients and be able to help other people on their health journey as well. So when I first started, as I said, it was just me, and I reached out to Katie. And Katie, who was just speaking now, you know, she's started getting some amazing results, and she's reached out to a couple of people as well, and she's got some mums on board. And I also reached out to a girl called Monique, and she was a mum on the Gold Coast who was also struggling with her energy levels and with her kids. And she reached out to a couple of people, and she's got Jane on board, and she's got another couple of girls up in Brisbane. And I've also reached out to Michelle. And, you know, Michelle's actually a traveler. She's actually over in the Philippines now. I think her internet was cutting out a little bit before. You know, she just wanted to have those products to help with her health and to travel around the world. So as you can see, as you start getting a few more people on board, I've introduced the business now to about 16 people that, you know, it just made sense to them to be able to have this opportunity in their life and to help with their health. And, you know, once they've started introducing a few customers on board, it's branched out now, and I've got over 170 people and over 500 customers. Now, as a beauty therapist working from home, there's no way that I would have been able to have this kind of reach. So it's been amazing to be able to do that. So I'll just rub all of this out. So that's where that made sense to me. Now we're going to switch up and talk a little bit about how we get paid as well. And I love this because I love spending money, and we get paid 3 ways, which is awesome. And in my old job, all I get paid for is the money that when somebody walks into the salon, and I get paid for my time, and then that's it. Whereas this way, we actually get paid 3 ways, which is great. So we get paid our retail profit. So when we share the products with our customers and our friends and our family, Juice Plus actually puts money into our bank account, which is awesome. So we get paid our retail commission. We also get paid a commission on our team. So when we teach and love on our team, and we help them get through their levels and help them do well in the business, we also get a commission off that. And then we also get paid our fun money, which is our bonuses. And our bonuses are our now money. When we do great work now, we get paid a bonus for it. So that's really cool. So, you know, there's only 3 things that you need to do to share this business. And it's use the products, talk about the products with people that you love and care about, and share the results that you're having from yourself and other people. So we're going to talk a little bit about the bonuses now, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we're going to get some of the girls on who have got some of these amazing bonuses, and you can hear a little bit about their stories as well. So, you know, some of our levels that we get to, you really don't need to know what they're called, but we've got SDVF, and our business is a teaching business. So when we get to these bonuses, you not only get a bonus, but the person who helped you, loved on you, and shared how you do this business also gets that bonus as well. And we've got a few levels that you get through with some amazing bonus structures. We've got SSC. Sorry, that's a $1,200 bonus, not a $600 bonus. And Sarah is SSC at the moment. Sarah, do you want to actually share a little bit about your business story? me just pop you on.
Sure.
Go, babe.
Thank you. So I suppose for me, a little bit about us before I started this business. I kind of wanted to do this business to pay for my products. It was pure and simple. I suppose we were living paycheck to paycheck. We have a lovely house and we've got 2 cars and there's always food on the table and our bills are always paid, but that's pretty much it. You know, there was no money left for fun money. And I found we were just kind of going through the motions. And everything looked amazing above water, but underneath we were literally going 100 miles per hour trying to keep our head above water. So I really wanted to try the product, but there was just no money in our budget. So I just, you know what, as much as I was skeptical, I just had to jump in because that was my only way I was going to be able to try them. And I had some amazing results on those products, and I suppose some of my friends wanted to try them. So because of that, you know, I got, I had a good start to the business, which was really exciting, and I got a bonus like Lee was talking about. And for me, I suppose, for someone who, you know, everything that we ever did was pretty much on the credit card. And over the years, we would see the credit card go up and up. And at the end of the financial year, we would just cross our fingers that my tax return was big enough to pay the credit card off. Sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't. But yeah, we were just stuck in that web. But this business has been a way through that, which is really exciting. I worked part-time. As Lee said, I've got 3 boys, so I'm pretty busy. But I was actually able to start this business in my stolen moments. And I know a lot of people say, oh, I haven't got time to do something like this, but it literally can be 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, in those moments, because we have more energy, we have more time in our day now, which is really exciting. And really exciting coming into this Christmas. It's the first Christmas where we don't have massive credit card debt, which is very exciting for us. And we've booked our first family holiday, so the kids are going on an aeroplane. Yay! We're really excited. It's so much fun. Harry's a little bit worried because he's scared of heights. But, you know, this business has been amazing for us. You know, I have traveled. I've been more on a plane in the last 11 months than I have in my whole life. So it really has changed everything for us just because, you know, I said, what if, and gave it a shot. So, yeah, very grateful.
Thanks, Sarah. It's such an amazing story. I'm also going to get Katie on to share her story. These girls are both down in Melbourne, and it's just so amazing seeing both of your stories. So, Katie, do you want to share with us a little bit about your journey?
Yeah, sure. So I got into the business. Obviously, we saw a lot of benefits, you know, with the products. And for me, being a single mum of a child with a chronic disease, to most employers, I was known as unemployable. You know, it's just really, especially because Joel was so sick, it was just not going to be possible for me to work in a traditional business. So, you know, I got into this business, and it really has. So it's just changed so much of our life, just financially. You know, I used to have to lay by Joel's Christmas presents and birthday presents like 6 months in advance, and then pay them off $10 or $20 a week. And, you know, for a kid, 6 months down the track, he wasn't even into those toys anymore. So it was just really disheartening. And, you know, I wanted to be able to, you know, take him on holidays and, you know, do so many things. Obviously, with his disease, you know, he's got a shortened life expectancy. And I just, you know, really wanted to, you know, when he gets to different milestones and wants to jump out of a plane or wants to do, you know, different things in his life, I wanted to be able to provide for him and be able to do that. And, you know, when I was on a Centrelink benefit, it's just not possible. There was nothing left at the end of the week after you paid everything. And so now, you know, as I said, now we've been on 3 holidays already. We've been to America and Vegas, and next year we're off to Phoenix and Perth, and who knows, I'm sure, and probably Sydney for Tony Robbins. But just being able to do all these amazing things that you know, would never have been possible without this business. And, you know, I can do it from home. I can do it around Joel, and, you know, it's been amazing. Thanks for putting me on the spot, Lee.
And it's so good to go on this journey with you guys and meet new people. And
yeah,
it's so amazing. Thanks, Katie, for sharing.
No worries.
So the next level that we get to in this business is QNMD. And when we get there, we get a $1,500 bonus, and the person who teaches us also gets a $1,500 bonus. Now I'm at QNMD at the moment, hopefully soon to be NMD, which is a $3,000 bonus. And when I first started this business nearly 2 years ago, I was that struggling single mum. You know, before I started on Juice Plus, I had that amazing lifestyle. I had a great career before I was a beauty therapist. And, you know, you go through that time thinking, oh, this is amazing. I've got an awesome career, awesome salary. You get a husband and you get the house and, you know, everything's going to plan. And then I decided to get rid of my husband, and I became a single mum on a single parent pension of $440 a week. And it's super hard. And you think, oh my goodness, is this going to be it? Like, how am I going to feed the kids? And my credit cards were racking up. And I did that for about 8 months before I found out about this opportunity. And when I first started, as I said, I was just something that I was struggling so much with my energy and my fitness that I wanted to be able to plug into a program like this. And, you know, to be able to earn just that extra couple of $100 a month to be able to pay off my products really appealed to me. So I stopped thinking skeptically about it and just dove straight in. And my business boosted so fast because I was so passionate, and I just had that belief in the product. It was amazing. So since then, everything's changed. I've been able to give my family more choices in life. We've had an amazing holiday overseas. I went 4 weeks and we traveled around, went to Vegas and San Fran and Mexico, and just being able to go out and inspire other people to do the same thing. It's so good. And, you know, what's happening for the future, we've got Phoenix next year, got some amazing trips with Tony Robbins going to Fiji and Cairns. And, you know, something that's really changed for me is my outlook on life. I'm so much more positive now and looking forward to so many more choices that we can put into our family life. So, you know, that's been really, really amazing. So I just wanted to thank everybody for coming along tonight. You know, the best thing about this business is it's not always about the money that you can create, but what you can do with it that counts. And the money that you do earn is just such a direct reflection on the lives that we're changing every single day around Australia and around the world. So I really encourage you to ask a lot of questions, be really curious, connect with the people who have invited you to watch this webinar tonight. Our team is one of the fastest growing teams in the world over here in Australia, and there's a reason for it. We've got amazing people, you know, that are so passionate about what you're doing, what we're doing. And we have this event on every so often. So, you know, it doesn't matter where you live, anyone can do this business with Wi-Fi connection and a phone. So thank you so much for joining us, and I will talk to you soon.